What's up, YouTube? We're in the truck changing up the scenery today. We're on the way to the grocery store. We're picking up something for the Traeger grill today. It's another cooking vlog right here on Mooch Life. So today we want to talk about burnt ends and Traeger efficiency. Two things we're going to cover in today's video. So burnt ends, you've seen them, heard of them, made them, maybe you didn't, and that's why you're watching this video. But burnt ends is a phrase they use in the barbecue world for the point end of a brisket. And when you get that good crusty bark on it, chop it up into little bite-sized morsels or cubes. We like to say cubed meat or cubes. Throw it in a pan with some barbecue sauce and you get yourself some burnt ends. But brisket right now is super expensive, so we're gonna go ahead and make what we call poor man's burnt ends. We're gonna pick us up a chuck roast and make us a cheap version of this delicious barbecue awesomeness. Traeger efficiency. What do I mean by that? Well, you spend $1,500 on the Ironwood 885 and you expect a few things. One of the features of the Ironwood 885 is its ability to maintain heat in cold temperatures. And today it is a brisk 34 degrees. We're gonna put the grill outside in the driveway, let the wind swirl all around it. We're not gonna insulate it. We're just gonna let it do its thing. Does the Ironwood 885 work in near freezing temperatures? Be right back. Grocery store time. Got the goods. 2 pounds beef chuck roast, back to the house, to the Traeger grill, in the driveway, 34 degrees. Let's make some meat. All right, let's get this thing fired up. So a part of today's video with the Ironwood 885, we're talking about the temperature efficiency. We want to see with this extra insulation versus the Pro Series, how it's going to affect the operation parameters in this frigid 34 degree day. So we're going to go 225. Ignite. Cold weather warm up. See, it knows. It's going to do some extra crispy stuff just to get it going. Let's go in the house, season up our meat. We'll be right back. I'm going to let you guys know how long it actually takes to warm up. In case you're curious, we're on our watch here and we've got a time of 9:25 a.m. Bye. Have a good time at church. Pray for me. Pray this meat comes out well. Bearded Butcher black seasoning. Our favorite for beef. 2 pounds of chuck. A little bit of marbling. It's a choice piece from the local supermarket. Nothing special. A little bit of a fat cap there. A little bit of a muscle separation there. So let's season this guy up. Put a little bit on the board. Roll the ends. Smells delicious. Looks delicious. This black seasoning has a little bit of coffee in it. It's like a darker rub. It's really tasty and it presents nicely. It makes the meat look beautiful and you'll see that later in the video. If you look at the app, it tells you the temperature there and we can just keep an eye on it so we don't have to go outside in the cold and get us all shivery to check the grill's temperature. We just do it from inside. That's another awesome feature of the Traeger. It's the Wi-Fi technology. The grill's connected to the home internet to your Wi-Fi, and then you run the app and it tells you all your parameters right on the phone. I've gone over that in different videos, but it's just another cool thing. You can see the temperature's climbing. It's 69, 70, 71. So once it gets to 225, then we go back outside, throw this guy on the grill. But for now, I'm just going to stay nice and cozy warm. See you in a minute. 217. So our target's 225. It's going to be there in like less than a minute. So let's check the watch. 9:35. 10 minutes to get up to temperature. It's not technically there yet, so call it 12 minutes. In 34 degree weather, the Ironwood still heats up and keeps that temperature. Well, gets to temperature. We have to see if it's going to stay at temperature we'll be monitoring on the phone throughout. We got 6 hours we're gonna do with this roast, and then we're gonna chop it up to make our poor man's burnt ends. So let's get out to the grill in like 2 more minutes. 218. Focus on it. 218. 218. Can you see it? Can you see it? 219 now. Look how beautiful that meat looks, guys. We're out in natural light now. We got a cloudy day, brisk day. Set this thing down. Let's take a little peek at it before we throw it on. Check it out. Wow. It's beautiful. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is starting to snow. Perfect little sediment to prove the temperature is this snowflakes falling. So let's go ahead and throw her on, and then we'll set our timer. I'm gonna be quick about this because I'll lose all this heat. I'm gonna put the probe in, thick part, one-handed, love it. Pellet level low. Pellet level low. I got you. The Meat Church pellet blend. I've been using this. A couple previous videos. You can check them out. I'll link them up on the top of the screen there. This blend is awesome. The Meat Church guy, Matt Pittman. What an aroma that comes from these pellets, and a nice smoke profile that transfers to your meat. They are awesome pellets. I highly recommend them. I've used a few different kinds. I'm not a super expert yet, but we're trying to be, and these are definitely worth the money. Go ahead and get yourself a bag of these. And just like that, we use the whole bag. Sad moment. I'll check in every hour. I'm not going to film it, but every hour I'm going to make sure the temperature's staying where we need it to be via the app on the phone. And at the end of the cook, we'll explain and talk a little bit about how the temperature remained throughout the cooking process. Extra insulation on these barrels as opposed to the Pro Series, so that's something you're paying for. The Wi-Fi technology lets you look at everything right on your phone, and it's very cool. Very convenient, super convenient these grills are, and I'm loving it so far. So hopefully you are enjoying this video if you're thinking about getting a Traeger, and I'm gonna go in the house and get warm because it is cold out here. We're 2 hours in. We got our Oklahoma Joe's spritzing bottle, and I got cherry Coke in there. And why am I using cherry Coke to spritz my bark? I don't know, because I was drinking it. Look at that. Beautiful. So spritz it a little bit. Saturated. Close her up. Nice and quick. It's too cold out. So we dropped our temp down to 193. It's still dropping. 192, 191. But it'll recover quickly. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then we'll see. I think this is the only time I'm going to spritz it, so about 3 or 4 more hours. We're at the 4-hour mark. Precipitation on the unit. We'll be drying that off after, but snow is in the air. And how did the grill do? See a little bit of steam coming off of the unit from the snow melting on top, but super smoke mode was turned on. I forgot to mention that, and we've been maintaining right around 225. It's been going 228, 222, 221. I think it just depends on if it's getting gusty wind or not. But we are at an internal temp of 165. So we are going to pull this hunk of meat. That beautiful bark. We're going to get it in the house. We're going to let it rest here for about 10-15 minutes. And then we're going to slice it up into our cubes and put it in this pan, wrap it in tin foil, back on the grill for about an hour, and then we'll have an awesome piece of barbecue to eat. Poor man's burnt ends. For our sauce today, we got one of our favorites here. It's just some Jack Daniels from the bottle right there. We're gonna add some brown sugar and some more of our black seasoning to the sauce to smother the meat before it goes on the grill. And there you go, guys. We are almost ready. Now we'll slice into the meat. Check out how beautiful this thing looks. I'm gonna tip it up. Got a nice bark on it. We're gonna cut it into 1-inch squares. See if we got a nice smoke ring. Check out that smoke ring. Oh my God, that looks awesome. It smells delicious. Let's hear that crust one more time. All right, enough playing with our food. Let's go ahead and get this thing cut up. Mix it around a little bit, and then we'll run it out to the grill. Back out to the snow. And then now we're covered, and we just stay in there for about an hour, hour and a half. And yeah, the snow's still coming down, so if you still didn't believe me, low temperatures today. I cranked it up to 300 degrees for the last hour here. And we are done. So let's go ahead and take this guy off. We'll shut the grill down. In the house we go. Ooh, baby. What? Get a whiff of that. That's pretty. Let's give it a little taste before we end the video. Smoke, that meat church pellet blend comes right through there. And the barbecue sauce is typical store-bought sauce, but it's delicious. Added some brown sugar to make it a little extra sweet. That is nice. Well, guys, poor man burnt ends right here. You got the recipe. Hot. I'm gonna put the directions how I did this in the description. Make sure you check it out. Subscribe to my other videos. More food content coming. I'm Mooch. This is Mooch Life. Peace out. Make some meat. I'm gonna put the probe in, thick part. One hand, spritz it a little bit. Mix it around. And we just stay in there for about an hour, hour and a half. That's pretty. Let's give it a little taste.